Disclosure Day is a roller coaster ride rooted in one of humankind's biggest questions. Are we alone in the universe?
And cut, we got it.
The iconic director who brought us sci-fi classics, including 2 Jurassic Park movies, War of the Worlds, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and E.T., once again posing questions about UFOs and alien life here on Earth. You seem to have a fascination with the concept of extraterrestrial life. Is that fair?
You think?
What's behind it?
Just a deep interest in the unknown becoming the known. I've always, ever since I was a kid, I was fascinated with the sky and what's up there.
Full disclosure to the whole world.
This sci-fi thriller follows a cybersecurity expert played by Josh O'Connor and a TV meteorologist played by Emily Blunt, racing against a secret government agency to reveal the truth about alien life. Is this something that you think that human beings are ready for?
Ready or not, here it comes. I mean, that's what our film, that's the premise of our film. Once that tire
Spielberg started developing the premise of the film after new video surfaced of unidentified flying objects, followed by congressional hearings on UFOs.
That changed everything. And it wasn't just sensationalized. This was something being taken very seriously by the major news media.
How do you know that?
I just know things.
In the movie, Blunt and O'Connor's characters share a mysterious connection.
There's a sort of kinetic bond that's pulling these two people together, and it's sort of unexplained.
Daniel Kellner.
Who is this?
There's a sort of sense that they need to find each other.
I know you.
But they're unable to articulate that or understand it.
Good morning, Kansas City.
In one scene during a live weather segment, Blunt's character starts speaking in an alien language. How does one go about developing an alien language?
You do it with Steven Spielberg, and we had many chats about what it should sound like. And we had a couple of options. There's a version where you can do it using AI. And then he said there is a version where you do it. And I was like, I'm very convinced that I can make some very strange sounds.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Can you just give us...
Don't you dare.
I mean, just a little alien, maybe. Just like a little...
That's it.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
They regard empathy as an evolutionary advantage.
Domingo plays an outspoken advocate who leads the fight to expose the truth about extraterrestrial life and the government conspiracy. How did you see yourself in the role?
He's got a deep sense of empathy, and he carries that with him. He knows more than most people in the film, and he really believes in the possibility of inviting others into the experience.
And as you can tell, Colman has none of these characteristics.
Zero qualities.
Do you understand what she's saying?
It's gibberish. I can't understand it.
I can.
O'Connor's character is more than he seems. Josh, you describe your character as an unglamorous hero.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Josh.
Well, that's how I describe myself, actually.
Well,
In life.
Unglamorous,
Well,
yeah.
An unglamorous
there goes all the hard work I did to make
Me glamorous, yeah.
Make him an action star.
You can do all you like. Unglamorous is probably not the right term. I think he's just sort of unsuspecting is maybe more appropriate.
There we go.
And actually, Emily did this. Both these characters are us. You know, they're just experiencing it, you know, as a human would.
And way over their heads as well.
And way over their heads.
They are the audience, essentially.
Yeah.
We are them and they are us.
What did you steal?
Secrets.
For any of you, did it change your opinion about what might be out there?
Completely, yeah.
How
I mean,
so?
I think I felt my opinion had been changed even in prepping this movie, that I had never gone down the rabbit hole of looking at every congressional hearing that's taken place, every documentary, docuseries, everyone who has had a genuine experience. So I became invested in them, in the people who'd had these experiences.
I really feel a sense of, like, a hunger for this information now.
Yeah.
Because I think there aren't many advancements or bits of knowledge that we can receive that will completely unite us than something like this.
To be clear, Steven Spielberg believes there's obviously life out there.
Of course.
Is it living among us?
Living among us, I don't have any evidence, obviously, that because I don't have any inside information about living among us. But I think the circumstantial evidence that exists right now, at this point, is overwhelmingly convincing that that we are not alone.
Well, there you have it. We're not alone.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Yeah.
So do I. But I think
I don't know about among us, although those jokes write themselves, don't they?
Yeah. It's interesting, and not to obviously give away too much of the film, but I asked all of them about the ending of the film, and all of them said, well, it's open to interpretation.
Okay.
It's open to interpretation.
Well, that was a good teaser.
But
Now
that
we
scene
have
where
to-
Emily Blunt is doing the weather and she does the alien voice, that's what got me when I first saw the trailer. I was
Yeah.
like, what is this?
Yes. What is
And the fact that it's not AI makes it even better.
It looks, yeah.
By the way, I also asked Steven Spielberg what he'd like to work on next, because he's done just about everything, obviously. And he's never done this. He said he would love to direct his first ever Western.
Wow.
Wants to do a Western.
I mean, he should. I think he grew
It's
up in
hot
Arizona.
right now. Country's
Probably,
hot,
yeah.
Western's hot.
Yeah.
It's all over TV.
Why not?
As for Disclosure Day from our sister company, Universal Pictures, it drops next Friday, June 12th.
Summer blockbuster.
Yeah.
On
By the way, one of our own has a cameo.
Oh, not just a cameo.
It has a line.
Several lines, Al.
Dave Auerbach,
Yes.
wow, our stage manager.
Several lines.
Wow.
Thank you.
Can we call you Mr. Auerbach? Will you give me your autograph? That would be really
There'll be no
nice.
living
That'd
with
be
him
pretty
now.
cool. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.